Yoku's Island Express is free on Epic this week, and it is a wonderfully charming game. The dev team Villa Gorilla say it is a blend of pinball mechanics and platforming in an open world. It was not something that I really grasped until I actually played the game, and honestly it works so well. It took me a little bit by surprise how well it actually works and how much fun it was. People also say this is in a metrodvanian style. I had to look that one up as I'd not actually heard that term before. So story-wise, you play as Yoku, a small beetle who arrives on the island of Mokumana, who take over as the island's postmaster, expecting an easy life. Soon he finds an ancient deity who created the island is injured by a god killer, and Yoku must save the day, summoning 3 of the clan leaders on the island while helping them solve their own problems. There are a fantastic array of characters in this game with a very distinctive style and very individual look. And can I just add, they have this very standard noise-based voice. But unlike Ukulele, which I recently reviewed, they actually flow, and each character has a very individual one. They don't cut off mid-sound constantly. So it's not at all unpleasant to listen to. So if you're going to add that to your game, make sure you do it like this game has. When you start the game, you quickly realise Yoku is attached to a ball. But honestly, it did not click why until I came across my first pinball bumper. You know, it says there, pinball, but it just did not click with me. Hidden within this magnificently hand-painted world are many pinball machines. There are times when you are literally bounced into one that is actually set up in the same format as a pinball machine at the arcade. However, what stands out here is that while you know that's what it is, it doesn't feel like it. The entire thing blends in so well, it does not feel like you're actually playing pinball most of the time. Even though you are, trust me, just play it and you'll see for yourself. But it's not all pinball. There are times when you will be exploring the world like a normal side-scrolling platformer. The world is one single map and you can explore the whole thing independently of the story. Obviously, there are things to unlock to progress through the game and its story, but this is handled with more variety and attention to detail than I expect from games like this. For example, to unlock things like bumpers, rather than using gold or coins, fruit is the currency on this island, which makes a lot of sense for animals and beetles. Then there are other paths which can be unlocked by quests given by the island inhabitants who might want a giant mushroom to eat. Or perhaps you get a quest that will allow you to unlock another upgrade to allow you to access a new area by a new mode of travel. But is that all there is to the game, I hear you ask? Well, in some ways, yes. It is a lot of pinball and a lot of exploration. However, there are various mechanics to keep the game fresh as you progress. You will find new allies to help you on your way, new items to help unlock paths, or wake up sleepy inhabitants, and you will get other upgrades and power-ups to change how the pinball mechanics work, and even how you traverse the map. Getting fired out of a cannon and flying like a bee, or grappling onto trailing plants and swing your way across a gap. I think my favourite, because of its visual, was the dive fish, which is where you literally sit in the mouth of a fish to dive underwater. And one of the moments in this game that really made me chuckle was when I found that there was a big cat in a giant fish's mouth telling you about the diving. And what platformer would be complete without epic boss battles? None is the correct answer for those who didn't know. So it even has those, very reminiscent of the casino levels from the old 2D Sonic games. Another nice feature that's not obvious at first is that the game subtly tells you do not have to collect every bit of fruit on the map. Your bag has a limit of what it can hold, and yes, you can expand that limit, but picking up more gives no extra bonus, so you do not have to hit everything in a pinball minigame. You can move on as soon as you unlock what you wanted to or needed to. All in all, the game lasts most people about 5 to 6 hours. I think I was in there for about 5. And that's just me finishing the main story. I haven't done all of the side quests. I haven't done all of the collectible items on the map. I haven't collected all the items which somehow relate to the god egg that is on the island somewhere. All of this stuff is still available if you want to continue. I think it's nice that they made the game as short as they did, because there is a point, I think, where a lot of people would find this tedious, but not within those first 5 hours. But after that, I can see that people would perhaps get bored of the mechanic. So it's nice that that's there for people who don't want to collect everything. You've got the story, it was really enjoyable, and the characters were really good, but then you can move on from that. What I will say is there is a skill level attached to this game. While, to be honest, you could complete most of the levels with blind luck and button mashing, there are times when you really need to get your timing just right on those bumpers. But it wasn't that difficult, a little bit of perseverance will get you through. I have decided I clearly have a thing for hand-drawn or hand-painted games, because this entire game, from the individual items all the way up to the world itself, looks stunning. The use of colours and painted textures to make individual sections of the world feel so different is exceptionally well done. It really gets across the whole tropical island feel without needing to shove coconuts in your face. I also really love the use of brighter colours to highlight traversable areas where items are that you can interact with, and yet manage to blend this into the whole world without making it too in your face. The varied array of colourful characters you meet are again very individually well drawn and animated in a way that is befitting to the overall aesthetic, and again attention to detail here is high. At the very start, the old postmaster even takes his bag and leaves. I can think of plenty of games where they have not even bothered to animate this and just have the character vanish when you move off the screen. The background music in the game fits perfectly, pushing that whole tropical island theme, memorable and enjoyable music that really helps to set it apart from more generic platformers, and gameplay notwithstanding of course, because that is very unique. Sound effects are again superb, attention to detail such as little noises Yoku makes as he is dragged around by the ball add something a little extra to the game that is already providing so much in the way of detail. I have honestly been really blown away by Yoku's Island Express. I was not expecting to enjoy it so much. I was having major flashbacks to the first Trine game. That was something that really dragged me in and kept me wanting to play, with its unforgettable characters and stunning visuals for its time. And this game was no different. If you like pinball games and platformers, then you need to get this game downloaded. If you like one or the other but not both, get this game downloaded. If you like neither, you know what, still give it a go, you might be pleasantly surprised. Yoku's Island Express gets a coveted 5 out of 5 from me. It is rare that I don't want to put a game down these days, and it's equally rare that a game really shocks me with its quality and attention to detail. I will give Epic this. Sometimes their free games have shown off some real gems that I have never even heard of, and this is one of them. Grab Yoku's Island Express while it's free on Epic until the 9th of September, though honestly, while I would not recommend paying full price for it as it is 3 years old now, grabbing it on sale for 80% off, as it often is on various sites, would be well worth it. I played the demo and then purchased this game because of how impressed I was, even though I know it's coming out free on Epic in a few days. So hopefully that tells you something good about this game. Has anyone else played the game? Have you tried it on Epic this week? Let me know your thoughts about it down below. Thanks very much for watching, please smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you all soon for some more free games on Epic.